Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class we are going to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is beta second kind distribution. In this topic we are going to learn result of beta second kind. In the previous lecture we have already discussed the result 1 of beta second kind. In this lecture we will discuss the next result 2 of beta second kind distribution. So let us see the statement of result 2. If x follow gamma theta n1 and y is gamma theta n2, another variate, and these two variates x and y are independent, then their ratio x given y follow a beta second kind distribution with parameters n1 and n2. This is the result number 2 of beta second kind distribution. Now we will start with the proof of beta second kind distribution. Since x and y are independent, then we know that the joint probability density function of x and y is equal to product of marginal, means fxy is equal to fx multiplied by fy, where f of x is the PDF of gamma theta n1 and fy is the PDF of a variate y with parameter theta and n2. Now after substituting the values of PDF, theta raised to n1 gamma n1 e raised to minus theta x raised to n1 minus 1 multiplied by theta raised to n2 gamma n2 e raised to minus theta y raised to n2 minus 1. By collecting the constant together, we get theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 e raised to minus theta x plus y multiplied by x raised to n1 minus 1 y raised to n2 minus 1. This is the joint PDF of x and y with range x is greater than equal to 0 and y is also greater than equal to 0, since x and y are independent gamma. We have already seen the range of gamma distribution. Now let us define a new variables. Let u equal to x upon y and v equal to y. Since here there are two variable x and y, so I have defined two new variable and we will obtain the values of old variable in terms of new variable. So from this expression we get y is equal to v, and from this x equal to u into y and y is v, so it is u into v. These are the two relation of old variables x and y in terms of new variables u and v. Now by the theorem of bivariate transformation of random variables, the joint PDF of u and v is given by GUV is equal to joint PDF of x and y multiplied by absolute value of j, where j is nothing but the Jacobian of transformation. As I have already told you in the previous lecture, Jacobian of transformation we have already learned in the subject mathematics. So in this lecture we are not going into the detail of what is Jacobian, etc., etc. Now we are using only the formula of Jacobian of transformation, where j is nothing but dabba xy upon dabba uv, means the partial derivative of x and y with respect to u and v, and which is equal to determinant dA by x dA by u, dA by x dA by v, and next row is dA by y dA by u, similarly dA by y dA by v, partial derivative of x and y with respect to u and v. This is the Jacobian of transformation. Now I will substitute the joint PDF of fxy and the value of j. We get, now we shall obtain the value of j first. J is equal to, first derivative is partial derivative of x with respect to u. The relation of x is here, x equal to u into v. Differentiate x with respect to u, then we get, it is v. Again differentiate x with respect to v, then we get u. In the next row we differentiate y equal to v with respect to u. Since y contains a term, no term containing u, so derivative of y with respect to u is 0 and derivative of y with respect to v is 1. So it is vu 0 1. After simplification it is v minus 0, so it comes out to be v. This is the value of Jacobian of transformation. Now we will substitute all these values in joint PDF of u and v. We get theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 e raised to minus x plus y theta x raised to n1 minus 1 y raised to n2 minus 1 into absolute value of v. Since v is a gamma variate and which takes value 0 to infinity, hence the absolute value of v is nothing but v itself. Now in the next step we will substitute the value of x and y in terms of u and v in order to get the joint PDF of u and v. So GUV is equal to gamma theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 e raised to minus uv plus v into theta uv raised to n1 minus 1 v raised to n2 minus 1 into v, which is equal to, this constant is as it is, e raised to minus 1 plus u v into theta u raised to n1 minus 1. I will collect the power of v together, v raised to n1 plus n2 minus 2 plus 1. So it is theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 e raised to minus 1 plus u theta v u raised to n1 minus 1 and v raised to n1 plus n2 minus 1. This is the joint probability density function of u and v. Now the part remaining is we have to obtain the range of u and v. We know that u is equal to x upon y and further x is greater than equal to 0, y is also greater than equal to 0. Therefore the ratio x upon y is greater than equal to 0. Hence u must be greater than equal to 0, and we know that v is equal to y and y is positive greater than equal to 0. Therefore v is greater than equal to 0. In this way u and v both are positive variates. Therefore I will write the joint PDF once again. We get GUV is equal to theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 e raised to minus 1 plus u into theta into v u raised to n1 plus n2 u raised to n1 minus 1 v raised to n1 plus n2 minus 1 with u positive and v also positive. This is the joint PDF of u and v. Now we are interested in the PDF of u only, means the marginal PDF of u. In order to get the marginal PDF of u from the joint PDF of u and v, we must integrate the joint PDF uv with respect to v. All these terms are already learned in the previous lectures. So the PDF of u is gu is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity guv dv. But we know that v is a gamma variate and its range is 0 to infinity guv dv. Now by substituting the joint PDF guv, we get, let me take the constant outside the integration first in order to simplify the integration in simple way. Theta raised to n1 plus n2 divided by gamma n1 gamma n2 u raised to n1 minus 1 integration 0 to infinity v raised to n1 plus n2 minus 1 e raised to minus 1 plus u theta v dv. By observing this integration, we conclude that the integration is a beta integral. We have already studied the beta integral in the previous chapter. If a student want to learn that integration, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of that lecture is mentioned below in the description. To obtain the value of this gamma integral 0 to infinity v raised to n1 plus n2 minus 1 e raised to minus 1 plus u theta v, we will compare this integral with the standard gamma integral, integration 0 to infinity x raised to n minus 1 e raised to minus ax dx is equal to gamma n divided by a raised to n. By comparing our integral with equation number 1, we get guv is equal to theta raised to n1 plus n2 upon gamma n1 gamma n2 u raised to n1 minus 1 multiplied by gamma n1 plus n2 upon theta into 1 plus u raised to n1 plus n2. This theta raised to n1 plus n2 get cancelled with theta raised to n1 plus n2, and this gamma n1 plus n2 can be taken in the denominator as 1 by gamma n1 gamma n2 divided by gamma n1 plus gamma n2 multiplied by u raised to n1 minus 1 upon 1 plus u raised to n1 plus n2. We know that the range of u is positive, u greater than or equal to 0. This can be written as 1 upon beta n1 comma n2 u raised to n1 minus 1 upon 1 plus u raised to n1 plus n2 for u greater than or equal to 0. This is the marginal PDF of u. By observing the marginal PDF of U, we observed that the marginal PDF of U comes out to be a PDF of beta distribution of second kind. Hence, if X and Y are independent gamma variates, then the ratio X upon Y follow beta distribution of second kind with parameters n1 and n2. Hence the result. In this way, in this lecture, we learn a result of ratio of two independent gamma is a beta distribution of second kind, and we simplify the expression of distribution of X upon Y with the help of two independent gamma variates and the theorem of bivariate transformation of random variables. I hope students understand the proof of ratio of two independent gamma distribution, and the resulting distribution is beta second kind. If a student like this lecture, click on the like button. Subscribe to Learn Statistics channel in order to get notification of upcoming lectures in the upcoming days. In the Learn Statistics channel, many more concepts from continuous distribution are already discussed, like continuous uniform distribution, exponential distribution, gamma distribution, and beta first kind and second kind distribution also. In the upcoming days, we will discuss with remaining continuous distribution also. If a student want to learn all the previous lectures, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of all the playlists are mentioned below in the description. Students are requested to share this lecture with your friends in order to learn the statistics in simple and more easy way. We will meet in the next lecture with the next concept. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.